showed up.
We get sound, but I can't control the volume.
Yeah, you can. That's lighter.
Yeah, but that they talk for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to know.
And I have it set on. I have the input setting, and it will be completely stereo separate. One will be on one channel, one will be on the other. No mixed between them.
It's a little crooked. Still a little crooked. There we go. I think that is straight finally.
Can we do a sound check real quick?
It's just, yeah, okay.
No, they won't.
You guys will not hear anything right now because we're doing the backup system.
All right.
Yeah, we're just
we're
on-
talking now.
We don't have power,
Okay.
so we're just using.
So this is just a dummy run. Can I just go over my info?
Yeah, nothing's going out yet.
Greetings and welcome, sports fans. I'm Benjamin Ephraim, my partner Amy Mackey. We are here at sunny Delta Park in North Portland, ready for an exciting lacrosse match. Varsity girls, the matchup between Central Catholic Rams and Ida B. Well Guardians.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
Let me hear hers.
Hey, this is Amy Mackey. Anything in particular?
Amy, see if you can move your mic a little bit closer in front of your mouth.
Okay.
That's better. Say, give me a couple of sentences.
I coached youth for the last 10 years, and I fellowship.
Okay, good. We're good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I'll let you know when we're going live.
All right, great.
And also, I'm using this very
Well,
small screen here.
It's like 2 minutes in the game, and they probably want to talk to them.
Oh,
But anyway,
well,
so if you guys could just pretend that you're actually on the video.
Yeah, so that's the
You need
video.
to actually say where the ball, where it is.
Okay.
For the actual.
okay, do you guys want to say something before the game starts?
Yeah, we'll introduce it for 2 seconds.
Okay. All right then, guys. I'll let you know when you're live.
Yeah, we don't have a way to control your headset, so you'll be live all the time.
You're good. Go.
Hey, greetings and welcome, sports fans. I'm Benjamin Ephraim here with my partner Amy Mackey, live at sunny Delta Park in North Portland. We're here for an exciting varsity girls lacrosse matchup between the Central Catholic Lady Rams and the Ida B. Wells Guardians. Central Catholic comes into this game with a record of 5-6, coming off a couple tough matches against Lincoln and second-ranked Generals of Grant
All
High
right,
School.
we're about to start here. It's going to be a little weird because there's somebody doing commentary just like 6 feet away from me. I don't know if the mic is picking up that or not, but it's a little strange. And then there's an echo behind me with the same noise. So on defense, we have Mimi, Kai, Kaya, and either AD or Ari. I'm thinking Ari based on their lineup. Maya, Micah, Ella on offense, probably with Julia. Julia was on the draw. Ellie now fighting for the ball. Ellie has the ball momentarily off the draw, but Central Catholic controls it. Controlled by
What are we looking here for is terms of motion and how Central Catholic's looking to attack the IDB defense.
guarded by AD here. Now, good crash by Ellie.
Yeah, I sent you a message.
Right, are there assigned lanes and motion plays? You can't set a pick, I imagine.
You can say
All right, behind the goal there. Now Sophie picks them up as they come out from behind the goal. Up top, still 21 with the ball, taking their time. They're at 23. Catholic being guarded by AD. Pick on the right there, good switch. Gonna have an illegal pick on Central Catholic. So AD will be able to restart. Now over to Kai, but the pass doesn't connect. Central Catholic will continue. Once they find a ball, the ball went under the grandstands. Guarded there by Ari. Going behind the goal, Sophie. Now guarded by Kaya. Shot goes wide left. Guarded by Mimi.
Nice little dip down low and got a number for the Guardian.
A free shooting position on the 8-meter. Leah in goal. And they shoot and score.
Anybody showing themselves to be a draw specialist? I know I'm in the men's game, right?
All right. Julia on the draw. Sophie to the left. Ellie to the right. Draw control by Julia. Julia spins behind the goal to Maya. Maya tests coming out from behind the crease.
Intercepted. We're going to go the other way. That was Marin with Faya.
Stolen by Central Catholic. Central Catholic. Good D there. Mimi with the ball. Head to AD. Over to Julia. Julia spins, cut off, spins again, makes her way all the way into the goal, but the shot goes over, and that'll be Wells' ball to restart. To Ellie. Now Sophie. 80. To Micah. Now Julia. Pick, or a pseudo pick there by Micah. Sophie. Have a foul there on Central Catholic.
But you can go online now and you can see the
So, Sophie to 80. Now to Julia. Julia up top, surveys. Has Ella on a cut. And now Maya in the middle. Tries to get it to Maya, but pass doesn't connect. Central Catholic with the ball.
What you see along this court is we didn't realize it was going to be
Ivy on defense. Shot and score.
well, yeah, it has been. I think that's the call for my make sure that
So 2-0. Central Catholic.
yeah, right.
Just over 5 minutes ago in the first quarter.
We don't have to. Right. Thank you very much.
Julia on the draw. Ellie to the right. Sophie to the left.
You don't have a long extension program, do you?
Draw control by Central Catholic. Picked up by Ivy. Now by 80. Now on the far side guard by Ellie. Now Kai behind the goal. Mimi and Kai switch as the player goes circles around behind the goal area. Over the top. But Sophie was right there. Central Catholic tries to get a pass, but Wells gets a stick on it, and Mimi or 80 comes up with it. 80 stick was in the sphere, so there was a penalty, and then Mimi restarts. Mimi again will take the ball forward. Mimi tries to get it to Sophie, goes over Sophie's head though. Picked up by Ellie. Ellie, past the restraining line. Now over to Julia. Julia had Ellie on a cut, but pretty well defended. Julia circles behind the goal. Now over the top to Ellie, who shoots and scores. Great play. Ellie got up high. Oh, they're going to call foul on Ellie and actually a card. So goal won't count. And Ellie will have, I'm assuming, a yellow. So we'll have a 2-minute penalty. Must have come through and hit somebody. So that'll mean Wells will be down a player for 2 minutes. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
back to 0, and it's 447. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
But it's not a score.
Correct. It's home 2, guest 0.
Shot goes wide left. Be Wells' ball.
Yeah, Catholics more luck.
Now is it raining?
Yes,
Mimi brings the ball up. '80 with the ball. Now head to Sophie. Sophie over the top to Micah. Got it by Ivy. Coaches were yelling for Wells to stall a little bit at the other end, try to, run out the clock a bit so that they could get back out of this power play. Got it by Kai. Oh, good job by 80 and possibly Kai to get a stick on that shot. 3 minutes to go in the quarter, and Ellie is back in, so we are back at even numbers. Ball knocked free, goes into the goal. Picked up now Ellie with it. Over to Ella. Ella ahead to Sophie. Sophie to Micah. Ball's knocked free. Julia comes up with it. Julia to 80. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Sophie. A good cut by Ellie. Shot. I don't know if it hit the post or hit the goalie, but bounced out. Long pass. Kai controlled it. Back to Kai. Sort of. AD controls. AD now. Brings the ball. And now to Micah. Micah to Julia. Minute 15 to go in the game, or in the quarter, sorry, not the game. Julia spins. Defended well. Now over the top to 80. 80 spins, looks. Good defense by Central Catholic. Micah to Ella, now to Julia. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Julia looking for some options, doesn't see anything. Now over the top to Micah. No, I'm sorry, Ellie. Julia with the ball. And up top, 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Picked by Micah. Now Julia, met by two players. I think we're going to have a shooting space violation. So Julia will have free shooting position on the 8-meter line here. Sort of a tougher angle. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Julia in. Saved by Central Catholic. Out of bounds, that'll be Wells' ball. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Ellie with the ball. And that is the end of the first quarter with Central Catholic leading 2-0.
Pretty convincing here for Central Catholic, but I feel like I'd be came back and reasserted themselves. What are your takeaways?
All right, so start of the
Right now, I can't see the
second quarter.
too bright.
On defense, we have Kaya, 80. No, probably not 80. I'm sorry. Ivy and Mimi. 80 is likely on mid, but starting in the defense just to make sure that they don't have any quick strikes off a draw. On offense, Julia, June. Oh.
Very small margin.
Okay. I could tell they had too many players on the field. So June, Ella, and Poppy, and Julia on offense. AD, Ellie, and Sophie in mid. Julia on the draw.
Foot position, yeah, and it looks like she won, but quick to the ball. That's going to be Mark Kelly.
Central Catholic controls the draw. Find out. 11:45, 11:46, 11:44, 11:43, 11:42. Oops. I lost the ball there for a moment. Ball's on the far side now. Now up top. Running like a little weave here. Picked up by Sophie. Foul on Sophie. Free shooting position for Central Catholic. Shot saved by Leah.
I've got 4.
Another shot and save. I'm pretty sure Leah got a stick on that one. Coming out of the circle a little. Shot went wide right.
If she says I can leave, Mrs. Kathy.
All right, I thought the ball's still behind the goal.
Okay, let me check.
Now over into the middle. Shoots and scores. Central Catholic leads 3-0.
So much superhero goaltending.
Teamwork, Central. Good job. Is it 3-0 or 2-1?
10.5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the Central league. What's the time? 10:28.
Sophie on the draw, Ella to the left, Julia to the right.
Period 2, right?
And I have a redraw here.
Danielle said, there's no way to go.
Draw control by Central Catholic. Picked up by AD. Little pick there. Now Ellie has the player. Good save by Leah. Out of bounds. Central Catholic will restart. Guarded by Ellie and Poppy. Now Ivy with some great D, but foul, so Central Catholic with the ball. Over here, guarded by Kai. Now Sophie and Kai. Lots of picks and switches. We have a foul on Kai. No, foul on Central Catholic. I got it wrong. So Kai will restart. Tosses it ahead to Ellie, or Ella, I should say. Pass doesn't connect though. Central Catholic gets it back. Now guarded by Ellie. Central Catholic behind the goal. There's a pick. Switch, Sophie. Shot. Saved by Leah. Not sure what the foul was there, but Central Catholic will restart behind the goal. Ball up top. Set a pick Sort of 22 going around that far side. Guarded by Sophie now. Gonna have a timeout by Central Catholic.
Central Catholic. Maybe get a few fresh faces in the game. Talk strategy.
Just under 7 minutes to go in the half. Central Catholic leads 3-0. Leah with a bunch of great saves.
Try to be, you know, they've endured a lot of pressure, but they're only down 3.
All right, 6:50 to go in the half. Central Catholic leading 3-0. Central Catholic will restart. I think they had the ball behind the goal. No changes that I can see. Ivy, Kaya, Mimi, and Kai on defense. In mid, we've got Ellie, Sophie, and AD. Central Catholic starts. Brings the ball up here. Gonna run this little weave on the side. Oh, there we go. Now Central Catholic tries to go in. Ball comes free. Kai digs it out. Kai tries to pass it ahead. Just too far.
Disruptive energy at I to B. Too disruptive when they foul.
Foul on Micah. Central Catholic restarts. Out of there by Kai. Ball knocked free by Kai. Ellie takes it out of the air. Ellie ahead to Julia. Julia. I think we'll have a shooting space violation on Central Catholic, Julia will have free shooting position on the 8 meter. Julia in, shoots, and scores. Low shot, bouncing shot. 3-1.
Drew the foul, took her own free kick, free shot here.
All right, Sophie on the draw. Ellie to the left, Julia to the right. Just under 5 minutes to go in the half. Central Catholic leading 3-1. Central Catholic with the draw, control, into the middle for a quick opportunity and score. 4-1. Sophie on the draw. Julia to the right, Ellie to the left. Central Catholic with the draw control. Wells defense sets up, being guarded by Kaya. Helped by AD. Up top, guarded by Sophie. Now behind the goal, guarded by Kaya. Tries to spin in, shoots, and scores. Tough shot there. 5-1, Central Catholic leads. Julia on the draw. Sophie to the right, Ellie to the left. Central Catholic with the draw control. And Central Catholic scores again. 6-1. Oh, there's a amazing heron. I don't know if I can get it. No. I'm gonna get my camera high enough to grab it. I think we have a timeout here for Wells. Some massive, large heron flew over the field. So 6-1, 3.5 minutes to go in the half. All right. 3:27 to go in the half. On defense, we have Kai, Kaya, Ivy, Mimi. On offense, oh, Julie is back there on defense right now, so I'm not sure who's I'm assuming that means Julie is playing mid. On the draw, we have Soph on the draw. Ellie to the left. Or is a cover. So the draw goes to Central Catholic. So AD is playing offense only. Ball up top, guarded by Kai. Now Kaya on D. Picked up by Ivy. Now behind. Sophie behind the goal. Or Sophie guarding the player behind the goal. Good help by Kai. Low shot though by 23 and they score. 7-1. Central Catholic leads. On offense, we have June, Micah, and Poppy, along with AD. Sophie on the draw, AD to the right, Ellie to the left. Green ball. So, mistake made by Central Catholic. Ellie in. Ellie shoots off the goalie. Loose ball controlled by Julia. Julie brings ball up on this near side. Have a push there. Julia self-starts. Comes in, now tries to go over to Poppy. Pass goes awry, but Poppy recovers behind the goal. Poppy on the near side. Had June cutting for a moment. Poppy up top. Julia with the ball. Julia now over to Micah. Now to Julia. Julia spins. Gets double teamed. Shot and score. Seven 2. Central leads. So one thing I don't understand, so I understand why Wells has an extra player back on defense, but in this situation, AD is playing offense, so she can't go past the restraining line. So why not have her on the circle to the left. I mean, Ellie's really fast, so maybe it doesn't matter, but it seems like it would make sense to have the player who can cross the restraining line closer to the restraining line. Ellie with some great D there. So June had given quite enough space for the restart out of bounds. Central Catholic with the ball. Now, that is the end of the half. Central Catholic leads 7-2.
Good things for both sides here. Some really nice goals.
All right, we're about to start the second half here. And on defense, we have Kaya, Kai, Mimi, and Meadow. Julia, Ellie, and Sophie, I suspect, on mid. 80's lined up on the circle at the moment. On offense, Maya, Micah, and Ella. Sophie on the draw. Ellie to the right. 80 to the left. Controlled by Central Catholic. They're going to have a shooting space violation there. Oh, okay, actually, they're restarting at the 12 meter, so it wasn't a shooting space. Oh, right on to the middle. A little breakdown on defense there. 8-2, Central Catholic leads. Eleven and a half minutes to go in the third quarter. All right, this makes a little bit more sense to me. Ellie's now on the left side, which means that she's closer to defense. 80 on the right, Sophie on the draw. Oh, that should... 80 controls the ball. To Ella. Ella to Ellie. Now Julia. Julie over the top to Ellie. Ellie takes a shot and scores. Good patience there by Ellie. Waited to just get a little more clearance. Kept the stick high and then put it in the upper left corner of the net. Past the goalie. So 8-3. Sophie on the draw. Ellie to the left. 80 to the right. Draw control by Central Catholic. Guarded by Ellie. Now Sophie on D. Behind the goal. Picked up by Mimi.
Nice quick first step. She's going to get through the defense and score.
9-3.
Display there. Nice goal. And we'll all know her name by the end of the broadcast.
Sophie on the draw. Ellie to the left. 80 to the right. Be Wells controlling the draw. To Ellie. Ellie to Julia. Julia shoots and scores. Good pass from Ellie. Quick attack there before the defense really got set. Julia into the middle. Or no, Ellie into the middle and then over to Julia. Nine 4. Central leads. Sophie on the draw. 80 to the left. Ellie to the right. Snatched out of the air by 80. Great job. So Wells with the draw control. Tries to get it ahead to Micah, but pass doesn't connect. I think there was a whistle. So Micah will restart it. Micah to Ellie. Ellie over to Sophie, who shoots and scores. 9-5, Central leads. 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. In on defense is Ari, replacing Kaya. Sophie on the draw. 80 to the left. Ellie to the right. We're gonna have a redraw here. Central's switching up who's doing the draw. Sophie's still in the middle here. Manages to send it right to Ellie. Snatches it out of the air. Ellie brings it back to Julia. Julia. To Ellie. Ellie on the far side, guarded closely. Now to Julia. Julia's actually got two watching her. Julia into the middle, spins, shoots, knocked down by the Central goalie. And recovered by Maya behind the goal. Test the defense there for a moment. Now over to Ellie on the far side. Ellie into the middle, ball's knocked free. Loose ball. Picked up by Ella. Now to Micah. Micah. Maya. Maya. Micah, or no, Ella, sorry, on the far side. Ella brings it up top. Tests the defense a little. Oh, tries to go to Sophie on the run, but pass doesn't connect. But I think Wells' player recovered it. Micah has it. Micah. Behind the goal to Ellie. Now Sophie. Sophie gets pushed. So that'll be a restart. I think, I don't know why, yeah, Central Catholic, you got to go behind. Yeah. Sophie will restart on the 12-meter line. Now to Ella. Ella ahead to Micah, now behind the goal to Maya. Maya tests. Has Ellie on a cut, but can't get it to her. Now 80 with the ball. Coming up top. Met by 2. Oh, tries to get it to Sophie. Almost intercepted by Central Catholic and stolen by Central Catholic. Now still on the ground. Still on the ground. Picked up by Ellie. Ellie has a break into the middle. Then to Julia. Julia shoots and scores. Great recovery there. Ellie over to Julia. Julia with the shot from the left side. Puts it in the right side of the net. (9-6). Central Catholic leads. Timeout. I'm assuming Central Catholic, but I didn't see who called it. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. All right. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wells down 6-9. Poppy, Micah, Ella on offense. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Poppy, that's Maya. So Maya, Micah, and Ella on offense. Mimi, Meadow, Ari, and Kai on defense. Julia. Julia, Sophie, and Ellie in mid. Oh. Draw control by Central Catholic. Good help there by Ellie. Ball behind the goal. Picked up by Ellie.
Oh, what a nice little nifty change of direction.
Ooh.
Caused a ton of contact on the shot. Addie Hartmeyer really a lot of stop and go.
So free shooting position on the 8 meter here.
Got a very good opening. Yeah.
10-6. Central leads. 4 minutes, 42 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Back to a 4-goal lead at 10-6. Catholic.
Kaya in for Meadow on D. Sophie on the draw. Ellie to the right. 80 to the left. Oh. Draw control by Central. Good pressure by Ellie. Now Micah, but AD is actually on D, so I guess. Oh. Sophie is not playing mid at the moment, or there was just AD ended up on defense. Ellie, player dropped the ball, trying to get a little burst on the turning the corner. Here. Good D by Kai. Are they going to call that a shot? I guess they're calling it a shot, so Central Catholic will keep the ball. Ooh. Ball went over the Central player's head. Micah picked it up. Now Maya with it. Oh, a little scrum. Central comes away with it. And guarded by Ellie. Guarded by Mimi. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now Ari with some good defense.
Addie's going to just streak her way down off the post. I think she was fouled in the process.
So there is a foul on Mimi. And they score. 11-6. So Ari, Kai, Kaya, Mimi on D. Ari came in at some point. I don't know when. Didn't notice the sub. Sophie on the draw. Ellie to the right. 80 to the left.
Sophie on the draw, popped up in the air and quickly grabbed back by Mary.
Controlled by Central Catholic.
In out of traffic and hold the cradle it nicely in possession. Kick it over and Kelly. Kelly down the left flank there. Surveying.
Mimi defending.
Coming into the box is Kelly. Loose layup. Loose layup. Out on ball defending this defense.
On the far side there, guarded by Ellie. Ellie has to make her way, and Mimit
Oh, gets right
tries
in
to
front
take
of
a
the goal.
shot,
Nice
but
stop.
good job by Ellie to beat the offensive player around the circle without going in the circle. Julia with the ball. Now back to Mimi. Mimi racing down the field. Mimi, ball knocked down. Central got a stick on it, but 80 recovers. 80. Ball knocked down again. Micah with the ball. Let's get it over that restraining line. Yep, over the restraining line. Sophie with it. Sophie now testing the defense. Spins back. Looked like she had a shot, but let's see what the call is there. We got a yellow card on Central Catholic. So Wells will have a power play here for the remaining 30 seconds of this quarter and a minute and a half into the second or into the fourth. Sophie has free shooting position on the 8 meter. Sophie shoots and scores. 11-7. Back to that 4-point margin. .23 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sophie on the draw. Ellie to the right. 80 to the left. Kind of a redraw here. Ellie, had the ball momentarily, but now Central Catholic with it. Loose. Now 80 with it. 80 has a breakaway. Could get a shot off. And does, and scores. Amazing. 2 seconds left on the clock. Wells narrows the goal, narrows the score, 11-8. Great run there by AD. So 2 seconds left in the quarter. We'll get the draw here, but not much more. And then we'll go into the fourth quarter with Wells down 3. Sophie on the draw. Illegal draw green. again, and that is the end of the third quarter. One of these days, I will understand what players do that cause it to be illegal draws.
Sorry about that bright flash.
But
Taking the end.
there we go.
Yeah.
11-8. On to the fourth.
I think maybe that uses battery.
All right, start of the fourth quarter here at Delta Park. The sun is finally down beneath the trees. I love the nice weather, but I am a redhead and I sunburn, so I'm very, very happy that the sun seems to have gone away for a bit. 12 more minutes of lacrosse. I have Kaya, Ari, and Mimi on defense. On offense, Poppy, Micah, Ella,
We also had 15 minutes left on the card,
and
what I've done
probably
now is just stop recording. I'm hoping to save battery.
80 on offense is my guess, based on what was happening previously. Ellie to the left, Sophie in the middle, and Julia's back on the defensive end, but I'm pretty sure is actually playing playing mid. Central Catholic controls. And scores.
The other one's 11, the battery. Did you get the Lewis's message to wrap up?
All right, Sophie on the draw. Mimi, or 80 to the right, Ellie to the left. Draw control by Central Catholic again. Now, over here, guarded by Ari. Into the middle, shoots and scores. Bounce shot past Leah in the left. 13-8. Central leads. Eleven and a half minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The ref has ditched the shades that they were wearing earlier. They were pretty nice shades. All right, Sophie on the draw, Ellie to the left, 80 to the right. Oh, good draw. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wells with the draw control. There was a foul there by Central Catholic on AD. Julia with the ball over the middle. Oh, tries to get it to Poppy, but stolen, intercepted by Central Catholic. Long pass ahead. Past the restraining line on the far side, picked up by Ellie. Ball knocked free. Wells controls. Now 80 with the ball. Now back to Julia. Oh. Micah. Ella. Ella to the middle to Julia. Still loose. All right. Wells will restart. Micah with the ball. Back to Ellie. Now Micah. Here to Ella. Ooh. Now recovered by Ellie. Ellie loses the ball. Picked up by Ari first and then Kai. (14-8) Central. Sophie on the draw. Ellie to the left. 80 to the right. Picked up by Kai. Of a Free shooting position on the 8-meter. Foul on Kai. Oh, they pull it back out. Foul on Ellie. Free shooting position again for number 23. And she pulls it back again. So they've decided to run the clock, maybe? It was pretty early to start going into like a prevent offense, but guarded by Ari. Back up top. Loose ball. Oh! That'll be a foul at Central Catholic. Poppy seems to be okay. Big collision there. And another foul. Poppy restarts. Poppy over the top to Ella, but pass doesn't connect. Central with the ball. Got it there by 80. Ellie. Oh. Good shot. That high over Leah. Tough shot. 15-8. 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
You see, we have 3 minutes left on the camera battery.
We got 6 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, I know. I just want to let you know that ahead of time.
I'm trying to think of it.
Actually, had sport.
2 minutes.
I've also been given notice that we're potentially having a technical issue where the camera battery.
Right? We weren't able
Sophie
to
on the draw.
power.
After 6 minutes and 24 mark, it is
80 to the left. Julia to the right.
That's just because we can really do.
Won't the camera give you a warning when the battery is about to go out?
Yes, it will.
Okay, then so tell them.
Oh yeah, they already announced it.
Picked up by Mimi. Good D there.
We go all the way up until that warning, and then they can.
What's that, Steve?
We go all the way up to that warning, and then they can put it on behind the tree.
Got a foul on
Yeah, we'll just do what we can.
Central. So Wells have the ball. Leah will try to inbound it. Oh, fortunately over Mimi's head. Out of bounds.
1 minute.
Drop her shoulder and go right to goal.
Good D there by Ellie. Got to stick on that before the shot.
A long minute. Maybe the camera's digging deep here.
Yeah, it
On offense, Ella is going out and June is coming in.
Like 2 or 3 minutes probably.
Central restarts, guarded by Kai. Now behind the goal, Kaya. Sophie with the defense. Ellie on D.
Try to work her way in front of goal, which she's going to do, and then why not? Hold on to possession. 4 minutes to go in the
Pick there, picked up by Mimi. Ball loose for a moment, but recovered by Central. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Ball knocked free by Mimi, but a foul on Mimi. Must have been in the sphere. Central's just trying to kill time here. The 7-point lead. Guarded by Ellie.
Are we focused? It still should be an autofocus.
Julia.
Focused in the camera.
A foul on Julia, I believe. Restart on the 12 meter.
JPB, Julia Pridmore Brown definitely had a nice game.
We're going to have a foul called before the shot. So goal doesn't count, but free shooting position here for Central Catholic. And they score.
This time it's a lead rail. 2:26 now.
16-8.
We still got a minute.
2 minutes, 26 seconds.
1 minute. I'm just letting them hang out. Maybe it has backup power.
Yeah, it does have a little bit. That's what I say. It'll give you a few extra minutes. But,
We got the Lions share of the game, maybe the entire game. And 16-8 now, Central Catholic. Great performance. For the Lady Rams. Sunset out here. Beautiful Pacific Northwest.
Right. Sophie on the draw, 80 to the left, Julia to the right. Ball goes over both players' heads. Grabbed out of the air by Mimi. Mimi ahead to Julia. Julia gets fouled a little bit, but keeps going. Now past the restraining line into the offensive end. Oh, Julia took a fall, but is back up. I don't think Julia got fouled. She just tripped on the turf or something. Maybe she did get tripped. Is she gonna get to restart the ball? I guess she did get tripped. So Julia will restart behind the goal. Julia to Ella. Or no, I'm sorry. That's Micah. Now Sophie up top, 80. Over to the middle to June. June tries to turn, but had a stick in the sphere, so June will have free shooting position on the 8 meter. Minute and a half to go in the game. I don't know why Julia shoots wide left Poppy picks it up. Poppy in, shoots, and scores.
Score's nine. You guys do,
16-9.
right?
Central Catholic leads. Minute 17 to go in the game.
Yeah, I think it'll give you
Yeah,
5
we're
minutes.
still going.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve says he thinks it'll give you 5 minutes.
Meadow out and Ellie in.
You know, it's like the mileage, like the gas light coming on in your car.
Right.
And it no longer reads how much you have, but you got about 5 miles.
Sophie on the draw. 80 to the left. Ellie to the right. Interesting. This is the first time they've lined up. Just traditionally, they don't have a fifth person back on defense. Ball. Draw control. Oh my. That's going to be Wells on the draw control over to Ellie. Ellie to Julia.
Beautiful pass to Julia.
Julia doubled.
Looking for a shot. Still looking for a shot. Gonna
Took a
bounce,
shot.
scored, but again, no continuation and
No goal there, but Julia will have free shooting position on the 8 meter. Julia in, shoots, and scores! 16-10. "52 seconds to go in the game. In Sophie on the draw. Ellie to the right. 80 to the left. Central Catholic with the draw control. Central behind the goal. Pops up, tries to shoot, goes to the left side of the net. I don't think she actually ever got in front of the goal, sort of tossed it behind it. Out to 80. 80 ahead to Julia, who crouches to grab that ball. Now Julia on the fast break, beats everybody down, shoots and scores! Just as the buzzer goes. I think they're counting it. It was a buzzer beater, and it is in. So Central Catholic wins 16-11, but nice little flurry there at the end. Exciting way to end the game.
We don't know how much time we have left, so you might want to wrap it up quick.
So we got a couple of games coming next week, and then we'll see whether there's any playoffs or not. We get the pleasure tomorrow night of hosting the team for a family meal. And we'll see you all next week. I'm going to start packing things up.